I'm sorry. I am just not buying Aaron Rodgers. His first hurrah in Pittsburgh today, going back to his old team, the Jets, at the Jets, felt more like, to me, a last hurrah. This was a revenge game for Aaron Rodgers, a blood game. Remember how much he loved the Jets, Hard Knocks, before his first year, the Achilles tear year? Today he's saying, I wanted to get even with every member of the Jets organization, every last one. So he took it up to whatever high level he's got left, last hurrah level, because he's still a shell of himself. And he got breaks, and the Steelers made a lot of plays for him, not so much on defense because this was a shocking shootout. But look at the breaks that happened for Aaron Rodgers, who played I take nothing away. How can I fault? 22 of 30 for 244 and 4 touchdowns. None of them dazzling, all of them shorter touchdowns. A lot of catch and run plays. But think about what happened in the game. They're down, and the Jets, Xavier Gibson, fumbles the kickoff. You can't fumble the kickoff early in the fourth quarter. And 2 plays later, Aaron Rodgers gets him in the end zone, and all of a sudden, the Jets are down 31-26. And the Jets come back. Justin Fields actually played better than I thought he would. Made some plays with his legs, as he usually does. Made 4 or 5 nice throws today that I didn't think he was capable of. I just don't think he's a consistently accurate quarterback, even with his old Ohio State teammate Garrett Wilson, and they hooked up a couple times until I get to the end of the game. Ugh. But it comes down to, throughout the fourth quarter, Aaron Rodgers did struggle. He's lost his nerve. He's lost his guts, his heart for playing football at 41. It happens. Didn't happen to Brady, but it's happened to Aaron Rodgers. And if you get any kind of pressure on him, he just folds up and goes into survival mode. He does not want to get touched at all. So he did go down 4 times. The Jets have to get more pressure on him. You got to send more blitzers at him because he's just going to get rid of it as fast as he can. It's just self-protection mode. But they push him back and push him back, way back. And it comes down to 103 left. Boswell's got, on 4th and 11 at the Jets' 42, a 60-yard field goal. A 60-yard field goal, easily his career long. And he's inspired by Aaron Mania. And he just boots the hell out of it. He went Brandon Aubrey. It flew and it flew and it flew at the Jets. It's a hard place to kick in that stadium. And it flew some more. And I think it would have been good from 70. Seriously, it looked like it would be good. I don't know. He was just inspired by Aaron Bleepin' Rodgers' presence on the football field. It's like they think he's magic. Well, he used to be. He did win 4 MVPs. But it's been a long time since Aaron Rodgers was Aaron Rodgers. It came to this for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know Steeler Nation is ecstatic tonight. We're back. We got it. But the truth is, Aaron Rodgers will not play better than that the rest of the year. Trust me on this. He will quickly get worn down, worn out, exposed. You just have to go after him. He's easily beat up. He doesn't have the stomach for this anymore. Trust me on this. Look at what happened. His completion percentage over the last 4 years has dropped every year. And I remind you that since that long ago, far away Super Bowl, he's 7-9 in the postseason. Remember what happened? The reason he's not a Packer right now, the reason he didn't retire as a Green Bay Packer, that they just said more trouble than worth. He's a blame-deflecting, finger-pointing diva. That's what Green Bay found out. And they finally said, that is enough of that. Because remember, he lost a home championship, NFC championship game to Tom Brady as the number 1 seed. Then he turned right around as the number 1 seed the next year and lost a home first round playoff, or their divisional round, to Jimmy Garoppolo in the cold in Green Bay. Should have been a Packer kind of day, and it was a Jimmy G kind of day. And then the last go round in Green Bay, he winds up for the year with a QBR of 41. That scales 0 to 100. That ranked 26 of 31 quarterbacks. That's why Green Bay just said enough. And remember, the Lions went in there the last regular season game, and it was like a playoff for the playoff game. Whoever won the game was going to go to the playoffs. And Aaron stunk it up in that game. And the Lions weren't the Lions yet, and they won the game pretty easily. And then we had the Achilles tear I mentioned. And then last year with the Jets, I'm going to remind you, the Jets said good riddance because Aaron Rodgers' QBR at the end of the year was 45, scale 0 to 100. That ranked 25th of 32 qualified quarterbacks last year. So he had Garrett Wilson, and he had Devontae Adams, and he had a defense that in yards allowed was 3rd in the league. And you stunk as the starter, and you were an abomination of a football team with Aaron Rodgers as your quarterback, and you think he's going to walk into Pittsburgh desperate for a quarterback and suddenly snap his fingers and they're going to be a Super Bowl contender? It's not going to happen. To use LeBron's favorite word, Aaron Rodgers is washed. He's still stealing money, although the Steelers kept him from stealing too much money because he's there on pretty much of a low-budget deal. And yet, it went down to the last play, and I thought, Justin Fields will make a couple plays, and they'll get a crack at this. They'll get a long field goal attempt to win the game. And it comes down to 4th and 3 at the Jets' 38, and he flips it to a momentarily wide-open Garrett Wilson, and he catches it for, I don't know, he was going to gain 5-6 yards, first down. And Jalen Ramsey comes flying up, and he's a very big, tall, long, physical corner. That's about all he can do now. His physicality is his forte. And Jay rammed Garrett Wilson. Well, come on. Don't be a weenie. You got to catch that and hang on to it. You got to take that lick and just wrap it up and take it, and you'll be okay. And Garrett Wilson just coughed up the football, shaking his head. Come on, stop it. Now you're just a pure finesse receiver. You got to show me some guts. If you're a top 10 receiver, top 8, 7 receiver, you got to show me something. He had one big catch on a really good throw. That was the throw of the day from Justin Fields. But come on, man. You got to catch that ball, and then there's 25 seconds left, maybe one more big completion, and you got a long field goal. And Garrett Wilson dropped the ball. It was dislodged. Way to go, Jay Ram. You rammed. He's much better as a ram, right? And Aaron Rodgers is the hero of the day. Opening day, only 16 games to go. And the truth is, if I'm a diehard Steeler fan, I'm saying, wait a minute. The defense that I thought was going to be our calling card gave up 32 points? Got run on? Wow. I don't know. I don't trust him. I'll salute him today. I'll honor him for the moment. But in the end, Aaron Rodgers is washed.